for a job. I gotta try again. I gotta try harder.
Juan Carlos Castro is 18 years old and bound for a new life in Bradenton, Florida.
It's not gonna be easy for me, but I know it's not impossible.
Everything he owns is packed up in a brown paper bag.
I know for sure this is my last chance.
Next stop, a fresh start with his girlfriend, Jamie Capuchetti.
Baby, it's yours, if you want it tonight.
She knows him pretty well. They've been dating since high school.
You could just look in his eyes and just see that he just wanted to be loved, you know? He just wanted to be accepted into something and be somebody. He's capable of anything. He can be anything he wants to be.
Of course.
He's capable of anything. He can be anything he wants to be.
Of course, it's never that easy.
I'm not gonna give up. I see myself making it.
Especially for people like Juan Carlos Castro, people with a past.
My life to me has been like a roller coaster.
Juan Carlos's life began on the streets of Newark, New Jersey. He was an only child. His mother was a drug addict.
He used to see me doing drugs, and that was the kind of life I used to lead.
His mother, Marlene Aquino, was 15 years old when she brought Juan Carlos into this world. His father walked out, and Marlene became a prostitute.
What's up, man? He used to see me going in cars, and when he seen me doing the things I was doing, he used to say, "Mommy, please don't do this." Oh, boy. As a mother, I feel that I failed him.
Marlene took Juan Carlos and moved to a tough neighborhood in Tampa. Life was just as bad.
I remember living in a station wagon with cousins. We had to take care of ourselves.
At age 6, authorities found him abandoned, sleeping in a car. At age 8, they found him alone again, and he was taken away from his mother and put into foster care. He lived off and on in this place, a state-run group home.
Hey, man. From the time I was like 7 till I was 13, I don't remember seeing my mother at all, period.
Juan Carlos's childhood didn't last very long. By the time he was 14, he'd already been through 35 foster homes. He'd stolen more than 100 cars and become one of the toughest street kids in Tampa. We've been following his story for about 5 years, since he was 14, because we wondered, can you change a boy like this before he becomes a hardened criminal? It's taken us 5 years to get an answer.
Child neglect. Anytime you have a kid that starts off with child neglect and is out on the street, you know, if he's out on the street, he's got to commit crime.
We first met Juan Carlos in 1994.
Petty theft, armed robbery.
The same day this man met him.
Criminal history is pretty lengthy. Aggravated assault on a police officer, so you got to be careful.
Detective Carlos Similian is on his way to arrest Juan Carlos for carjacking.
No real certain place for us to look, so it's going to be a hit and miss all day type of thing.
Detective Similian is part of a new program that targets young, serious, habitual criminals.
I've got to try to stop this war, this rage of young people hurting and killing and stealing and robbing. And he comes back every once in a while to sniff some butane.
Detective Similian is tracking Juan down in Castro's old neighborhood.
Jerry, that's the mother.
Juan Carlos has been taken away from his mother, but Detective Similian has a hunch he's back in her house.
That's the house.
There's a bike out front.
See ya, homeboy. With the sheriff's office? Are you Juan's mother?
Yeah.
Carlos, you're under arrest. Turn around. Come here, I don't want to embarrass you. Let's go back here behind the house, okay? Yeah, man. No, hold on. Let's get something clear. Don't come off on an attitude on me, and I don't operate like that with you, okay? I handle you with a little respect. You handle me with a little respect.
He's offering Juan Carlos Castro one last chance to choose a different life.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to follow you all the way through boot camp. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. That's what this new program's about.
Instead of jail, he'll be sent to a boot camp for young criminals.
Listen to me, man. You're too young to be a man. If you want to hug your mother, I'll take the handcuffs off you and you hug your mother. It's all right. You sure? Yeah. It's a tough kid. Probably the toughest street kid I've had to handle in my 9 years.
He's a tough kid about to meet a tougher man.
Get him out of there! You know who I am? And when I tell you to come, you come. You understand that? Because we ain't talked yet.
And Juan Carlos Castro, the notorious street punk, is about to be transformed.
You actually can smile, can't you? What? All right, left, right.
That's coming up.
Discover a new shower experience. Introducing Thaw, the refreshing European body wash with fragrances that fuel the senses and moisturizers that feed the body. Untie your dreams. Provoke your imagination. Arouse your passion. Thaw, the spirit of freshness.
It's time to shake things up. Get a good groove. Get out of this rut. Talking woman to woman, friend to friend. We've come a mighty long way. Let's do it again. Changing for the better. Just like we knew we could. Doing it together. And it sure feels good. Change, change, change. Yeah, for the better.
Can't sleep.
Listen,
Rain?
not just any rain. It's our rain. On our roof.
Each year, millions of people spend their first night in a home of their own.
Think it'll rain all night?
I hope so.
Call the Fannie Mae Foundation for a free guide to help put you on the path to home ownership and for a list of lenders and credit counselors.
Mom-approved V6 7-passenger enormously helpful Odyssey from Honda. It's one big happy minivan.
You can't imagine the tension, Dad. Jamie was our last hope.
Phone calls like this are just too important to rush.
Their picture was huge.
That's why we always dial 10-10-321.
And then Jamie really smacked it.
With 10-10-321, our calls over 10 minutes are half off. That's just 8 cents a minute, day or night. And at 8 cents a minute, we can talk as long as we want.
Grandpa wants to talk to you. I won the game!
Talk as long as you want with 10-10-321. It's just one little snapshot.
Give me the film. Where's the film? What the hell's on this film?
So why is all of Chicago after it? Find out on Early Edition, CBS Saturday. Melissa Gilbert, Bruce Greenwood in a world premiere movie, The Soul Collector, CBS Sunday.
Everyone involved with you has bent over backwards to try to help you and straighten you out, but you're bucking us at every turn. You're in for some rough sledding in your life, son, if you don't straighten up, and this probably will be the last opportunity you're going to have.
Juan Castro never was stupid. He never was ignorant. He just tried to be tough. But behind that toughness, I think there still lies a mischievous little boy, and we're going to get at that.
Commander Lee Vallier has just 4 months to teach 14-year-old Juan Carlos Castro the rules Juan never learned.
Get him out of there! Yeah. Get him out of there! Who is this guy? You know who I am? Do you know who I am?
No, sir.
My name is Sir. Say it. Sir. It's Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're going to change your life whether you like it or not. You understand that?
Sir, yes.
Whatever we got to do to you, we're going to do it.
When the sheriff's car pulls up,
You see Juan Carlos Castro for the first time. What are you seeing in that kid's eyes?
I think I'm seeing arrogance, fear, rebelliousness.
He also sees potential. Do you say to yourself, I can turn this kid around?
Sure. Absolutely, 100% certain. I could turn that kid around.
Why do you think that?
Because I think there's structure. It's not his way, it's our way.
You sleep well? Yes, sir. Well, good for you. Guess what? It's not a bad dream, is it? You're really here.
There's a lot at stake here for a lot of people who have emotional investments in Juan.
Right, please. 1, 2.
Like Carlos Similian, the detective who sent him to this boot camp.
I like to see it. Look at that. Discipline already instilled.
He's decided to stick by Juan no matter what.
I seen a kid that didn't know what love was. I seen a kid that had no direction.
How you going, Juan?
I seen a kid that had no self-esteem.
Right now, you matter the hell out of me, aren't you, for bringing you here? Tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
A year down the road, you may thank me.
Right, hey.
1, 2.
Right, hey.
1, 2. You gonna make it?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. Say it.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
When I look at this kid, my heart breaks because, I mean, this kid here, I know when he went to sleep in that car, I mean, I know he must have wanted his mom.
Commander Valier knows how that feels. He grew up without his mother. She was murdered.
I wonder what hurts you. What hurts Juan Castro?
When other kids out with their family and everything, sir, like on Sunday, sir, I sit there and I watch them go with their families to visitation, sir. It makes me cry, sir.
What does it hurt?
Sir, because, sir, I didn't grow up, sir, with a family, sir.
Family Day, and Juan is alone. Again.
But for the grace of God, there go I. I was raised in an institution until the age of 13 for 10 solid years behind a fence. Tough times pass and tough people last. Juan will make it. He just hangs tough.
The commander and the young criminal are growing closer.
You actually can smile, can't you? What? Huh? See, I can too, watch me.
It's an unlikely friendship between a jailer and a juvenile who's growing up too soon.
Juan Castro, come on down here.
In fact, at 14, Juan Carlos has just become a father. For the second time. Her name is Devon, and she's starting out her life just like Juan did. Born to a teenage mother without a father.
2, 2, on your door.
The commander hopes Juan Carlos might finally be maturing. Today, the young father has to see the face of another father, whose daughter was killed by a drunk driver.
When I see boys like you out on the street, punks, I tend to hate you because you're the kind of people that killed my daughter. Why are you crying, sir?
Sir, sir, I feel sorry, sir. I was actually one of the ones that was out there. I was drinking, smoking pot, doing whatever I wanted to. But I wasn't thinking about other people around me and how I can hurt them if I make a mistake.
Maybe this will help you. Maybe some good comes out of all this. I don't know what, I can't even imagine it. Maybe you won't create no more victims. Just maybe. Bring his daughter back. I seen a young man who walked in the gate, who you could look in his eyes and you could almost see a soul that was dying. The kid now has a twinkle in his eye and hope for the future.
Juan Carlos's 4 months in boot camp are over. It's time for him to go. His old friends are waiting for him on the street.
Much love to my nigga Carlos, much love. It's time for us in the community to stop the talking.
This man, Bill Clyburn, wants to give him a home.
My responsibility as part of this community is to help this particular child who is in need.
He's a sociologist studying troubled teens. And when he heard about Juan Carlos, he and his wife Brenda offered to give him a home and give him a chance.
Juan needs a family, and we're here for him.
Pretty neat, huh? Going home, huh? Pretty good, huh?
Juan Carlos is ready to begin a new life with a new family.
I like you, kid. Come here, little. Come here, little buddy. All right?
Sure, sir.
Get out of here. Go on, go on. You get all emotional or something.
Coming up, Life in the suburbs. New chances.
Good job.
Same old temptations.
His New England verses stirred a nation. I'm Susan Spencer, CBS News, with tonight's Person of the Century.
Sponsored by Chrysler. These will never land on an ordinary car.
The 300 Secret. At Chrysler, the latest 300 is unveiled.
The 300 philosophy has always been one of styling leadership, presenting the newest 300.
Chrysler 300M, the 253 horsepower descendant of the legendary Letter series.
Sliding into the spacious cabin makes you feel connected to a true automotive thoroughbred.
Robert Frost, who wrote of New England nature and natives, won 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. He became the first poet to read at a presidential inauguration at the request of a great admirer, John Kennedy. Robert Frost, one of the most important people of the century. 48 Hours will return.
I'm from AXA Advisors.
AXA Advisors. Yes.
That's a new name.
For thousands of financial professionals like me
And me.
we help people take the long view, achieve goals like college tuition,
A secure retirement.
a better life.
It's all based
On a relationship, a long-term relationship, and soon, very soon,
we can start working.
together.
Building your future.
AXA Advisors, building futures.
My mama told me you better shop around.
You don't have to be made of money to afford the best for everyone in your family and for your home. The very latest styles and colors, the very best quality, and huge selections of everything you want. It's easy. Just move to the store where you always see more and save more on the best. Today's Burlington Coat Factory. We're more than great coats.
My mama told me you better shop around.
Winter means dry skin. As a pharmacist, I know that the best therapeutic lotion for dry skin is Curel.
Curel moisturizes better than any leading therapeutic lotion.
It just heals dry skin better.
You can see the cure in Curel.
Whoa, Kitty! Someone refill that Glade plug-in.
For lasting freshness, don't forget to refill your Glade plug-ins.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Friday, kids share their love secrets with Cosby.
She's 4, and she kissed the boy.
Can you believe that?
All new Kids Say. Then, in times of crisis,
I'm not sure he's the greatest doctor.
the rich say the darndest things.
I think I smell bourbon. Then give me an Altoid.
And all new Love and Money after Kids Say, CBS Friday.
See why TV Guide calls Now and Again fantastic, a true original. It keeps getting better. Yes! An all-new Now and Again, CBS Friday.
It sounds different. I'm actually wanting to be here. I'm actually wanting to try to make it the best. I'm actually want to be the best I can be and actually want it to work out.
There's your room.
After living in 35 foster homes in 14 years, Juan Carlos Castro has one last chance to have a real family with Bill and Brenda Clyburn and their 3 children.
When I saw the 35 homes, the first thing I thought was they didn't get the right home. I just feel that now he found the right one. He found the right family.
Juan is the first troubled child ever to move in with the Clyburns.
This is home. This is not a temporary stay. This is home. You're not visiting. This is a lifetime process you're going through right now, okay? You got yourself a family. Somebody, some group that cares about you very much. Okay? Welcome home.
Mr. Washill, would you please contact Mr. Horn in the main office?
It's a new world for Juan. New home, new family, new school.
It's like a new beginning for me. This is my chance to prove myself, and everybody's thinking, well, he ain't gonna be able to make it. I don't think he's gonna even be able to make it school. Now I'm just gonna prove him wrong.
So I'll just find our seats, get out your photosynthesis report.
This is the first time he's gone to a regular school for more than 2 weeks in his entire life.
Started like this.
How we doing?
With this one and that
Getting it?
And Juan has also decided to become involved with his daughter, Devon. The baby has already been abandoned by her mother and is living with grandparents.
That's your daddy.
A year ago, right now, I would probably be somewhere out in the streets with one of my boys in one of the cars thinking about something to do, you know. I think about it, and I don't believe that that was me back then.
Juan Carlos Castro has a lot motivating him to straighten out, but life here in suburbia can be riskier than boot camp. There are more choices out here, more temptations. And he's on a short leash, 8 months probation, to see whether all those years on the street have finally been drilled out of him. If he succeeds, he gets a clean slate. If he fails, he gets a jail sentence.
Remember when we talked about invisible lease? Sure. You know, how we talked about sometimes you think you're free and you're not free.
Bill Clyburn reminds Juan that everything he does is under a microscope.
What I have to do now is be aware of where you are. Two things. Watch your mouth, watch your back.
It isn't easy fitting in.
What did you do? I used to steal cars, I used to sell drugs and stuff.
Although Juan agrees to answer his classmates' questions,
I heard he killed his parents.
the rumors continue to fly.
And then he had like tattoos and stuff, an L and a little L for Latin lover.
But the problem isn't that Juan can't live down his reputation, it's that he's beginning to live up to it.
It was approximately 30 seconds before the bell was to ring, and I turned around and Carlos had his belt and he snapped it. And he looked at the kid ahead of him and said something about that I will use this if necessary.
Everybody's got a different way of ending it. And when your number comes for something,
This probably will be the last opportunity you're going to have. Good luck.
I see the fear in your eyes and get your final breath.
Listen to me, man. You're too young to be a man.
Much love to my nigga Carlos, much love.
We gonna change your life, whether you like it or not. You understand that? Sir. Whatever we gotta do to you, we wanna do.
I smile in life. I even laugh.
Juan is slipping. He stayed out all night. The Clyburns decide to send him back to boot camp for a while.
You heard what I said? My name's Sir. You don't get mad, you try me. Go ahead. I didn't bring you back here.
Sir, I didn't bring myself back here,
Well, somebody did, didn't they? Don't you argue with me.
I think that we definitely need to do this medical thing with him to verify.
The next day, bad news for Juan.
All I'm asking for is that to come out negative.
A drug test.
Even if it does come out positive, I hope he understands.
Tell me about the opposite. What if it comes out positive?
Well, that's pretty much it. We can't. Okay. I mean, that's my wife and I both believe in that. I mean, we got 3 kids.
Everything Juan has accomplished is on the line.
I can't believe this is held above my head. This is what controls whether or not I go home.
Mendon County Sheriff's Boot Camp comes on Valley speaking.
Hey, this is your friendly little nurse downtown.
Yeah.
The results. The test shows Juan Carlos has been smoking marijuana.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too well.
I know.
It's sad.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
But it's not over after all. Bill Clyburn has decided to give Juan still another chance.
Go home.
We're going to talk, all right? Did something wrong. And you know it was inappropriate.
We gave you trust. You're going to have to build more trust now. All right? Are we okay with this now?
Thank you.
Okay. I want to get everybody out of the house. We're going to Busch Gardens.
It was a close call for Juan Carlos, but taking another chance on him might be paying off.
Very rewarding thing for me. Glad to see that we're at a track meet and not in a courtroom setting.
It looks like he's changed.
I see a whole different kid than I picked up a year ago.
And Detective Carlos Similia now has high hopes for the boy he arrested just 1 year ago.
Good job! My gosh, a year ago, who would have thought this, you know? Good to see you. I'm proud of you, man. You're doing good. Keep it up. The chips would have been on the table a year ago that he'd been in Florida State Prison today. I had people that told me along the way, he'll never make it, forget it, and look where we're at today.
Juan's 8-month probation will be over soon.
I think he's on a run now. I think he's going to go to Tampa.
But he's about to make the biggest mistake of his life.
Hello? Hello, Carlos. Yeah. I'm very disappointed.
Coming up on 48 Hours.
So what'll happen to all this now that you're going virtual?
We're not going virtual.
Well, I read you're getting into internet trading, online cash management.
Well, we are, yep.
The end of an era.
Not at all. Online trading and the rest of it are simply new tools we're making available.
You don't have to sugarcoat it for me, but I must tell you, I'm going to miss our little chats.
Nelson, I'm not going away. The office isn't going away.
The coffee? The ticker?
Not going away.
What about the little bowl?
Not going away.
Good.
You want an ordinary spray cleaner or one that has some real giddy-up? New improved Formula 409 now cleans bathroom soap scum better than fantastic. New improved 409. Giddy-up 409.
Everyone knows what it's like to be congested, but now there's a new kind of relief. New Afra No Drip nasal spray. Ordinary sprays drip. Afra No Drip targets congestion and stays there for fast, powerful relief. New Afra No Drip.
48 Hours. One last chance. Will continue.
Do you know Sal? He says he's just a gas station owner, a regular guy who speaks up for small businesses. Is he?
Yeah, I've never been the kind of guy to get dirt under my fingernails.
That's for sure. And wait till you find out who Sal really works for. Time for a reality check tomorrow on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Can Yasmin Bleeth tame Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Are you sure I'm not gonna look like a sissy in this thing?
Stone Cold returns to Nash Bridges CBS Friday. CBS Saturday. Mob money in Samo's bank account, and to get it back, they're gonna track him, smack him, and kidnap him.
This time, I will use the ATM.
Martial law, then Norris.
Put it down.
Takes on Stallone.
Die!
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do!
Probably.
All new Walker. After Martial Law, it's all CBS Saturday.
Dave's talking to Alec Baldwin and Dwight Yoakam tonight on CBS.
It's an all-new season, a colorful view. Styles turn with the leaves. Here's the place just for you. This is where colors change and style is understood. This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
The Meyer & Frank Autumn Sale going on now. Save 25 to 50% throughout the store. Check your paper for bonus coupons for even more savings.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
The Meyer & Frank Autumn Sale.
All the things you love about fall are here, including new cars at your Toyota dealer. But not just any Toyotas. It's the 2000 models. Nothing leads the way to Y2K like Camry. It's well-equipped, has a fresh new look, and a low lease of $198 a month. Just $198 for America's best-selling car. So you can motor to the next century in style. This fall, get a jump on the new era in a 2000 Camry. See your Portland Metro Toyota dealer, leading the way into Y2K.
This guy comes to me with this piece of paper, and he's got, radiator fluid dripping down his sleeves. It's getting all over my... Johnny, what's the big idea sneaking around here?
Yeah, what's wrong, Johnny?
I just got the dirt on the guy who runs Tommytown. He moves more product than all of us combined. And what's really scary, he offers financing to anyone the law allows.
You got a problem with that?
It's the 10th Annual Holiday Food and Gift Festival, October 22nd through the 24th at the Portland Expo Center. Holiday gifts, decorations, specialty food tasting. The Holiday Food and Gift Festival, a Portland tradition, opens Friday the 22nd at the Expo Center. You'll love it.
A plan to ban smoking in Multnomah County at 11.
In recent years, most states have enacted tough new sentencing laws, including mandatory prison terms, stricter provisions for treating juveniles as adults, and a variety of so-called repeat offender laws, from which there may be no escape. That includes Florida. Get caught and prosecuted under one of these laws, and one last chance might be more than you can hope for. For Juan Carlos Castro, at 16, if he doesn't make the right choices now, and I mean right now, his future could be lost forever. He's getting one more chance with the Clyburn family, and it's beginning to look as if he might finally outrun his past. Richard Schlesinger picks up the story.
Oh, late 80 on the track.
All right, the pole vault standings. Second place, we got Carlo Castro.
Here I go. I'm part of the track team. Even if I don't win, you know, I'm still trying my hardest.
Please get out your reports.
I saw a lot of positive things coming from him. He was dressing the role, he was playing the role, and people were responding to that.
Did you think at that point,
oh, yeah,
this kid's going to
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it. But every time Bill Clyburn thinks Juan Carlos Castro is going to make it, Juan proves him wrong. He gets into fights. He's suspended from school.
You're going to get your ass in gear, or you're going to get the hell out of here, because I'm not going to screw with you anymore. Shut up!
Don't yell at me.
Bill's wife, Brenda, sometimes wonders if they've taken on too much.
This is a big responsibility. Sometimes I feel maybe we shouldn't have done it. And then I feel guilty, because if we didn't do it, where would he be? You know, he'd be out on the street or something.
Now, Juan Carlos Castro makes one of the biggest mistakes of his life.
All now's come to a head.
I don't want him back now.
And he's just 5 days away from the end of his probation.
Can you believe that? 5 days.
He's missing, and so is Bill Clyburn's car.
I think he's on a run now. I think he's going to go to Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Juan Carlos is nearby at his girlfriend Jamie's house.
You're such an idiot.
He snuck the car out for a midnight visit and had planned to be back before anyone woke up.
What are you going to do? Are you going to go home and talk to them about it?
No, I'll call them first, and then whatever happens from there happens.
Hello? Hello, Carlos. Yeah. What I want to say, I'm sorry I took your car, and I know there ain't no excuse for it, and I'm not going to say and try to make an excuse for it. I'm very disappointed. I mean, it makes no sense.
I got tired of just being what they want me to be, pleasing everybody else, and then I can't even breathe because I got to be somebody else that I'm not really, and being expected to be his little angel, I'm not.
This is not his second chance. This is probably his nth chance in this house.
Bill Clyburn thought he could control Juan Carlos.
He was out of control. He was totally out of control.
And when Juan rebelled, Clyburn wouldn't stand for it.
My car is gone. He said to me in so many words, screw you, guy. I'm taking advantage of you because you're a jerk. Number one is, I don't want him back in my house. That is history.
The Clyburn's experiment with Juan Carlos is over.
Now I'm going to change all the locks in the house.
Juan Carlos is somebody else's problem now.
We're not going to get to that point where the kid's going to be able to take advantage of us while we're not here.
I don't think he's going to press charges or anything. I don't think so.
He violated the law. I mean, I could have said, no, forget about the car and walk away. That's not the way it works. This behavior needs to be straightened out.
Most kids who sneak out with the car get grounded, but Juan Carlos is going to get prosecuted. Bill Clyburn pressed charges, grand theft auto, and Juan Carlos was convicted.
You understand that you're going to be placed on 2 years probation?
Yes, sir.
He got lucky. He got probation. But that's still not the end of Juan Carlos's story. He went on the run. He went back to his hometown, Newark, New Jersey, to look for his family and got arrested for stealing a purse.
It was like I messed up again.
He was extradited back to Florida, and who was there to pick him up?
Gotten bigger.
Been eating? Huh?
Detective Carlos Semillian.
Have you heard from your mom?
The man who first arrested him and promised to stick with him.
You gotta get all this behind you, man, and start over.
Over to the left.
And basically, it's almost like I went to through a relapse. You know, I just left. I just, you know, threw my hands up and really didn't care about much.
Juan Carlos has blown his last chance to avoid adult prison. He was the one who committed the crime, but Detective Semillian feels he's the one who failed.
You gotta understand, a part of me is hurting as bad as you're hurting. I failed.
Just look me in the eye and tell me, I promise you, this prison will not be my home.
I further find that he has had the...
But prison will be his home for the next 16 months.
The defendant is sentenced to serve 16 months with the Department of Corrections with credit for time served. I wish you good luck.
What do you say, Carlos? I mean, was your idealism misplaced?
Are you asking me, did I love him too much?
No,
Did I
I'm
try
asking-
too hard?
I'm
Was
asking
my-
you if you were fighting a losing battle from day one.
I can't look at it like that. I had to look at it the same way I looked at it the day that I picked him up, that Thursday afternoon by his house. I have to look at it that I could win, and I did everything I could to try to win.
My name is Juan Castro. My prison number is 553-842-842. He's not a juvenile anymore. He's in the adult system. Real sad. The promise I'm gonna make myself is there ain't gonna be another birthday, another 4th of July that's never gonna be spent locked up somewhere. I'll be in Tampa like around 4:30.
By the time he's released, prison has taught Juan something.
I learned who I really am, you know, what I really should do. I always thought that I can't do nothing else but steal cars. I can do a lot more than just steal cars.
Juan knows he won't get another chance, and it's in writing. He's now classified as a repeat offender. If he commits another crime within 3 years, he'll get the maximum sentence. So will he make it this time?
Is he gonna make it? It's gonna be left up to him.
The answer may surprise you.
I know for sure this is my last chance.
That's coming up.
Detailers like EddieBauer.com choose Priority Mail. Shouldn't you?
You and I, we may never be on a first-name basis. But at some ungodly moment, I may be the most important person in your life. It's my telephone number you'll look for. It's my voice you'll want to hear at that dark hour. I know what happens to people at those moments. I know they can be frozen with fear. They think their lives will never be in one piece again. But I know what it takes to put lives back together. I'm ready for that moment the phone rings. That's what I'm here for. Don't get me wrong, I don't like trouble. I just love making it go away. You're in good hands with Allstate. Mine.
Most daily shower cleaners leave oily-looking residue on chrome, but Shower Shine leaves nothing but shine. Use your head and get Shower Shine from the scrubbing bubbles. They work hard after every shower, so you don't have to.
You have smooth, beautiful skin, waiting to be revealed. Jergens Skin Smoothing Lotion with beta-hydroxy to gently exfoliate and smooth your skin. Jergens, it nourishes your skin.
Need brakes? Now during the Midas $40 lifetime brakes rebate, save $20 per axle or $40 for your whole car. Lifetime guaranteed $40 in savings right now. Go safely. Go Midas.
For early edition, the address is CBS.
A smoking ban in all public places, including restaurants and bars. Coming up on KOIN 6 News, we'll explain why that could happen in Multnomah County. I'm Kelly Day. What kind of punishment should a Vancouver boy face for bringing a BB gun to school? He says he meant no harm. Watch tonight and see what you think. And we'll also have details about a huge fire and explosion in Eugene this evening. Also, you might be surprised to find out how much coffee you can drink and still be considered healthy. Watch KOIN 6 News tonight at 11.
Rebound, Buckmore, foil shot, blocked by Wallace. Damon saves it in play to Pippen. Great hustle. Pippen ahead to Smith. Steve, lob to Wallace. Jam! Hurt me. It doesn't get any prettier than that. Preseason, regular season, or postseason, or in your backyard.
Season tickets are on sale now while they last. Call 797-9600.
When you want to go where the road ends and life begins.
Explorer, expedition, explorer sport, excursion.
Head to your Northwest Ford store for the best selection of sport utility vehicles on the planet. Like Explorer, with control-track four-wheel drive and available V8. Right now, get $500 cash back plus 0.9 financing on every new 99 Explorer. When it comes to SUVs, your Northwest Ford store is your outfitter.
A local boy expelled over a BB gun at 11.
Howdy, Goodlies.
He's friendly, he's charming. He very much wants to make a difference.
Kim Roselle only knows the good side of Juan Carlos Castro.
What makes that different than the one right above him?
As a high school teacher, she's seen him try to steer kids away from the life he led.
No, no, no! He had a wonderful rapport with the students. It was a big example of, you know, I lived it, and now here I am. You can make something of yourself.
That's what Juan Carlos wanted to do after he got out of jail.
He would come out here on the blacktop, play basketball with us.
He got a job in West Virginia, working for an after-school program.
Okay, it's my turn.
They say he was a good chess teacher, and more.
I learned how to put somebody into a 3-move mate, and he taught me how to dribble through my legs because I couldn't really do that until he came. He was just really nice, and he's like nice as people can get.
This Detective Semillian, I'm calling in reference to Juan Castro.
Detective Carlos Semillian is still keeping tabs on Juan Carlos and helped him get the job.
And I thought, maybe, just maybe, we've turned the corner. Maybe my boy has become a man.
It turns out Semillian and the others were wrong. While he was in West Virginia teaching kids, he started using cocaine and wound up quitting his job after just 4 months. He went back to Florida, back to his old haunts and his old habits.
Then the next thing I knew, I was contacted that he was in jail.
This time, it was purse snatching.
And I had just put my groceries in, was fixing to close the door, and I had my hand on the door.
Pauline Gaskins came up against Juan Carlos in this parking lot.
And this guy came up behind me, and he just jerked my purse, didn't say a word, and almost broke my arm. As you can see, I still got a place there. Here at my age, and him taking what I have gotten and worked hard for,
I'm not going to justify I did it. You know, I got to face the consequences.
Juan Carlos stole her purse because he needed money for drugs.
In your life, you have gone from being good to bad to good to bad.
Roller coaster.
Yeah. I mean, do you know what it is about you that makes you do these things?
I can't sit here and tell you that I do because it just happens. Sometimes it just happens.
Now it's happened one time too many, because in addition to the robbery charges he's facing for the purse snatching, he's also been charged with 2 burglaries. And because of a new Florida state law intended to crack down on repeat offenders, Juan Carlos Castro is now facing life in prison without parole. That's more than most murderers get.
I put myself in a situation. I know I'm fighting for my life.
Can Juan's lawyers save him from spending the rest of his life in prison?
I mean, anything could happen. You go to trial, and if you beat the charges, then...
Is he worth saving?
I, just a year ago, saw so much in him.
He's a human being. This is a real live kid. It's not a monster.
That's next.
A heartbreaking and bloody roundup in Japan. Hundreds of dolphins die while the lucky end up as performers in marine parks. The story at 11.
A lot of people have allergies. I have multi-symptom nasal allergies. It's the sneezing, itchy, runny nose, the nasal congestion. It's all of it. I told my doctor, I've had it. I want an allergy medicine made for my kind of allergies. He prescribed multi-symptom Flonase.
Flonase nasal spray once a day relieves all nasal allergy symptoms all day and night.
All it takes is Flonase.
The #1 prescribed nasal allergy spray. Even kids as young as 4 can use Flonase. For best results, use daily. If side effects occur, they are generally mild and may include headache, nosebleed, or sore throat. Call to learn more. Ask your doctor about multi-symptom Flonase.
When you get it all it takes is Flonase.
Why is it models always look 15? Wrinkles? Talk to her in about 20 years.
At the Pond's Institute, we don't give you hype, just results. Our age-defying lotion is proven to visibly reduce fine lines by up to 77%. Age-defying lotion, no hype, just younger-looking skin.
This is Unisom Sleep Gels. It helps you sleep. This is Tylenol PM. It helps you sleep too. They both have the exact same amount of the exact same sleep ingredient. But Tylenol PM has added medicine for headaches, backaches, even fever. Do you have a headache? Backache? Fever? Then why take medicine for it? Take Unisom. It's a safe, non-habit-forming way to fall fast asleep.
This is a court-ordered legal notice. If you own a house, mobile home, or other structure that contains polybutylene pipe with plastic or metal insert fittings, you may be entitled to free replacement of your plumbing if it has leaked or leaks in the future. The plumbing must have been installed between January 1st, 1978 and July 31st, 1995. Call 1-800-392-7591 for information about your legal rights, including your right to exclude yourself from this class action settlement if you purchased your structure after August 21st, 1995.
The promise I'm gonna make myself is there ain't gonna be another birthday, another 4th of July. It's never gonna be spent locked up somewhere.
Based on his record, what kind of a person is Juan Carlos Castro?
I'd say Juan Carlos Castro is a criminal.
Jim Raw has prosecuted Juan Carlos Castro 3 times.
Juan Castro made choices and continued to commit crimes. Just another felon.
All rise. And the jurors in the purse-snatching case agree.
The jury find the defendant is guilty of robbery.
It took them just 15 minutes to convict Juan Carlos of robbery.
He's remanded to custody.
But that's not all. Juan Carlos is facing more serious charges for armed burglary, though he says he was just acting as the lookout.
I didn't just go into somebody's house with a damn gun. That's not what happened.
But it doesn't really matter what happened, says John Micah, Juan Carlos's public defender.
Now the stakes have gone through the roof.
What matters is his criminal history.
All of a sudden he's labeled a prison release reoffender. He could, at the age of 19, be sent to prison for life. Your back is against the wall, without a doubt.
There's only one last chance left for Juan Carlos Castro, and it really isn't much of one at all.
What you have to decide is how much of your life you are willing to risk. You take a guaranteed 35 years today.
If he's convicted, he gets life. If he pleads guilty, he gets 35 years.
So you'd be doing 35 straight time.
No hope for appeal, no chance for parole.
As tough as this plea offer is, it's better.
It doesn't really look like I got an option. I really... I'm gonna tell the plea bar. I don't...
He decides to plead guilty.
So if that's what you want to do, I need to get a plea form for you to read over, okay?
"35 straight years. I'll never see the streets again."
Today is Juan's sentencing.
There's no mom here. There's no dad here. This is all he's got.
That's it. Bill Clyburn and Carlos Semillian, 2 men who tried so hard and so long to save him from it, have come to see him through it.
The defendant be sentenced to 15 years Department of Corrections, followed by a 20-year sentence consecutive to that 15 and 20.
And I'm sitting there thinking, my God, what are these people doing? We have people out here in our society who've done more grievous things who are still walking the streets.
Do you understand that on all those charges you could have a trial before a jury?
Yes.
Detective Semillian has to leave the courtroom.
On count 1, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 35 years, Department of Corrections. On counts 2 and 3...
19-year-old kid. Reality hits him. It's over. It's done.
All right. Even the judge, Peter Dubinsky, would have imposed a lighter sentence if he could have.
I've seen people who commit homicides who get less severe sentences.
But the new law doesn't allow that.
If you had a choice, what would that crime get him in your court?
Mr. Castro probably would have fell somewhere within a 6 to 8 year prison range.
Holy cow, 6 to 8 years?
That's my guess.
35 years in prison. That's my whole life. I've only seen 19 years on the streets.
Juan Carlos Castro began life as a kid on the streets who nobody wanted.
Living in the car, forced to beggar's tale.
From 8 years old on, bounced from house to foster care.
In his 19 years, he's been a carjacker.
Carlos under arrest. Yep.
Juan Castro.
A star at boot camp.
Welcome home.
Shut up! A washout in suburbia.
He helped us and taught us a lot.
An inspiration to kids, but ultimately, a habitual criminal.
Do you think he had enough chances to do right, to go down the right road?
I think he had too many chances.
Too many?
You look at the number of crimes that he committed, I think he had a lot of chances.
The kid had no chance from the age of whatever, 5, maybe since birth. None, zero.
Look at me. Don't give up.
Commander Lee Vallier, the jailer who was once so close to Juan Castro,
I like you, kid. Come here, though. Come here, everybody.
now says he always knew Juan would fail.
Sir, I didn't grow so the family, sir.
Because he didn't have a family.
When families would come to see other people, he had nobody. Nobody would come see him. I thought, how is this kid ever going to make it in life? I mean, who's going to love this kid? Nobody ever really did. And I knew that he would turn around and not love anybody else. I knew that, I knew that, I knew that.
I mean, how did you think this was going to turn out?
I prayed and I wished and I hoped that something I said, something I did, something he might see in me might rub off and make him go the right way.
Hey, bro, I'm proud of you, man. You're doing good. Keep it up.
You're 17 years old. Don't give up.
When is it appropriate to give up on a kid like Carlos?
When would you give up on your kid?
Maybe after the 3rd or 4th car that he stole.
Would you give up on your kid?
When would you give up on yours? Never?
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. But haven't we done enough for you? Haven't you had enough chances?
I messed up again, but I don't think I should spend the rest of my life locked up in a prison.
Juan Carlos is angry, but mostly at himself.
I mean, there's nobody to blame but myself, and I used to try to put it off on somebody else. I used to try to put it off on, hey, my mother wasn't there for me, or hey, my father wasn't there for me. But it all boils down, you know, I finally came to grips, it's all my fault, you know, and so, I mean, there's nobody to blame but myself.
I mean, I wonder what we can learn from you. Because you will leave a legacy. You know, this is part of your legacy, your daughter.
Juan Carlos Castro knows his daughter is going to grow up the same way he did, without a mother or a father.
I got his daddy somewhere. I don't know who's my daddy.
Talk to her. What would you say to her?
Tell him I'm sorry.
You'd tell her you're sorry for?
That's failing.
Wow. Failure. When this kid was 6 years old and found in a car by himself, we didn't do what we needed to do. Bottom line, we have failed.
I think the beginning of the story toward the end of the story, you know.
Is there anything that could have been done differently to change the end of this story? Hard to say. Certainly we've seen a lot of people trying to bring about a happier ending. But how much sympathy can a society afford? How many chances are we willing to give a young man, once a little boy, even if he did come into this world virtually homeless and helpless? These days it seems last chances are getting harder to come by. Consider this. In the last 2 decades, the prison population has tripled. largely a result of stricter sentencing laws like the one Juan Carlos Castro ran up against. And some believe those same laws are contributing to a nationwide drop in violent crime, which may mean that last chances could become even less common. And for Juan Carlos Castro, there is no happy ending. After 19 years of struggling and ultimately failing, he has used up his one last chance. Not the ending we were pulling for, but we tell real-life stories, and that is the way this one ends. That's 48 hours for tonight. Now, here's a preview of our next broadcast. Coming up Tuesday, Melanie was a loving wife and mother with a high-profile career.
Good evening, I'm Melanie Morgan.
Then, she started gambling.
I felt totally comfortable behind a poker table.
But like millions of Americans,
It
was out of control. She couldn't stop.
I felt like I was mainlining happiness.
For Melanie, the stakes couldn't be higher.
I lost my job.
Marriage was over. Did you risk losing your child?
I was gambling right up until an hour before I gave birth.
Gambling with your life.
I risked everything that I'd ever wanted in my entire life for a stupid card game.
Next Tuesday. I'm Dan Rather. Thanks for choosing CBS. Stay tuned now for your late local news. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Hard News CBS Evening News from the Bergen County Jail in New Jersey. Good night.
For news 24 hours a day, CBS.com on the internet and on our interactive partner, America Online at keyword CBS News.
Tonight on The Late Show, Dave welcomes Alec Baldwin and Dwight Yoakam. Plus, Dave plays Know Your Baldwin Brothers tonight. First, your local news.
No second chance. A Vancouver teen is arrested and faces expulsion after bringing a BB gun to school. And new threat of nuclear contamination is radioactive waste from Hanford seeping into the Columbia River. Plus, a new plan to keep smokers from lighting up in Multnomah County. The news at 11 starts now.
The news for the people of Portland, Vancouver, and the Pacific Northwest with Jeff Gianola and Kelly Day. This is KOIN 6 News at 11.
It began as a game and ended in a jail cell. A young high school student learns a hard lesson about guns and playing by the rules. And good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Kelly Day. Thanks for joining us for KOIN 6 News at 11. High school horseplay lands a Vancouver student in jail and for a moment sparks some worries about another school gun attack. KOIN 6 News reporter Reed Coleman tells us how a young man's foolish decision could have cost him his life and may still cost him his spot in school.
It happened here at Fort Vancouver High School. As two police officers sat nearby Wednesday evening, a 15-year-old student met a group of friends.
It's my understanding that he was sick, so he'd come to school after school was over because he was going to hook up with his friend and they were going to go to his friend's house.
But before the two left school grounds, they began to horse around, and police say one student pulled out a gun and aimed it at his friend. Officers rushed over and soon discovered the pistol was a BB gun, which looks like a 9mm. The confrontation with police could have been deadly.
When they get there, they have to be prepared to go full out, getting all the information, making correct decisions. And if you have a student who has a gun and doesn't do things correctly, doesn't follow directions, you could have very tragic results.
The real result is hardly uplifting. The 15-year-old student is charged with bringing a weapon to school.
School is, in the words of one of the kids at Columbine, supposed to be a safe place.
The district's no-tolerance policy regarding weapons on school grounds could mean the student will be kicked out. Police say the young man may not have realized just how serious this is until he was sitting in the back of the police car on his way to juvenile hall. Reed Coleman, KOIN 6 News.
Now, bringing a weapon onto school grounds is a misdemeanor. The student's future in the courts depends on his prior juvenile record. The school district tells us that it will wait for the police to finish their business before they decide that young man's fate. Prosecutors in the Springfield school shooting case say it will take less than 1 day for them to present their evidence. Next month, Kip Kinkle appears before a judge for a sentencing hearing. The prosecutor's evidence includes testimony from wounded students and from their families. Prosecutors are not indicating why they'll take such little time to present their case, but they do say, given the judge's extensive physical reports ahead of time, he hopes that they can rush that sentencing hearing.
A Utah man who faked his death to escape prison is back behind bars tonight after he tried to get an Oregon driver's license. Michael John Smith was convicted of sexually abusing his stepdaughter back in 1997, but he vanished while out on bail. He left a suicide note behind saying he was going to throw himself into an abandoned mine. Well, police found some of his personal belongings, but they never really believed he was dead. Then last week, Smith applied for a driver's license in Madras, and he used his real name. Police arrested him. Smith told police he moved to Oregon about a year ago. And sometimes for police to get their man, they have to push themselves and their cars to the limit. But recent scrutiny of police high-speed chases is also forcing authorities to rethink potentially dangerous pursuits.
So we're doing about 92, 93, there's 96, 97, 98.
Today, dozens of officers from Southwest Washington practice high-speed pursuits at Portland International Raceway. Sometimes the most important lesson is to learn when not to give chase. In an age of lawsuits, officers say there's times when a chase becomes just too dangerous and they must back off.
No scholarship offers so far for a convicted sex predator who's been moved in with his mother in Gresham. Parole officers passed out flyers today in that neighborhood where 21-year-old convicted child abuser Matthew Petit now lives. People say that they have no interest in trying to make him move, and they find Lake Oswego's efforts to get rid of another sex offender by offering a college scholarship laughable.
It's kind of a waste of taxpayers' dollars just to try to get him out of town.
Geez, a scholarship, huh? Well, if he was very bright, he wouldn't be doing these things, would he? You know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Sex offender Timothy Park declined that scholarship offer, and he is still in Lake Oswego. Petit was convicted 3 years ago of abusing children, including members of his own family. Not all sex offenders are labeled predators, but Petit is. He's the second predator to move to Gresham in the last 3 months, and the third is expected to follow shortly.
A two-alarm fire and explosion destroyed an auto dealership in Eugene this afternoon. That fire started around 4 o'clock at a Kia dealership in West Eugene. A fire at Kiefer's Auto moved fast, engulfing the showroom and a carport within 3 minutes. It turned cars into melted shells, collapsed walls, and damaged an adjacent apartment house. Fortunately, no one was injured in this blaze. The fire department estimates damage to the dealership at $500,000. While the cause of the fire hasn't been determined, investigators say gasoline and other flammable liquids helped fuel the blaze. It could take decades, but deadly radioactive waste is slowly finding its way from Hanford to the Columbia River. Scientists looking for the worst contamination at Hanford's nuclear waste tank farm found more than they expected. Contaminated groundwater 38 times above the safe federal drinking level. Right now, it's not used by the public, but the radioactive wastewater is slowly making its way to the Columbia.
So we're trying to determine the long-term impacts of Hanford to the water resources of the region. The groundwater that's contaminated will eventually move to the Columbia River.
Hanford has no plan to intercept the stuff that is coming down from the tanks and heading into the groundwater.
Bechtel and Lockheed Martin say they'll clean up the site in the coming years, but critics say there is no plan to stop the waste from traveling that 16 miles from Hanford soil right into the river.
Smoking sections in Multnomah County restaurants could be a thing of the past. That's if some county commissioners and the American Cancer Society get their way. A proposed ordinance launched today would give almost all workers in the county a smoke-free workplace. The only exemptions would be bars, bingo halls, and some hotel rooms. But the proposal could be expanded to include those as well. A task force will now study this plan, and they'll look at some others very similar.
You know, the whole state of California has already implemented this to bars and restaurants, taverns, the works, including and Corvallis and Vancouver, BC. So we want to see what's happening in those jurisdictions. And if it looks like something we want to pursue, we may, in fact, send the question to the voters.
That decision would probably be made by the voters. The ordinance would make even break rooms in private businesses smoke-free.
It was expected the U.S. Senate tonight votes to ban certain late-term abortions, but President Clinton says he'll veto it. The president says he would sign the bill if the Senate had put in a provision allowing abortion if the mother's life was in danger. It didn't. It marks the third time in 4 years the Senate has voted for the abortion ban. Opponents say the U.S. Senate shouldn't make medical decisions for women. Oh, the U.S. House is expected to vote tomorrow on a bill that would throw a wrench in Oregon's physician-assisted suicide bill. It would prohibit doctors from using federally controlled substances to deliberately aid in a patient's death. Well, Oregon House members who've been fighting this bill say they have an uphill battle to defeat it. However, a Justice Department letter says the legislation would intrude on states' rights.
Governor Kitzhaber wants your autograph, actually your signature, to push 2 ballot measures for school funding. Kitzhaber needs 90,000 valid signatures to place each of them on the November 2000 ballot. He calls them common sense. The first item forces lawmakers to give schools enough money so they can meet established goals. It redirects some dollars to fill the gap between the wealthy districts and the needy districts. And that second measure pulls school money from 4 permanent sources, and one of them is the kicker fund. That means your refund might be cut in half. And here's some money news that won't come as any surprise. The United Nations says while there are more jobs for women, women still earn about 2/3 of what men do. The UN says the trend for companies to branch out globally has given more women employment opportunities. In fact, most factory jobs are filled by women, but they still relinquish much of their earnings to the men. The survey, published every 5 years, shows the wage gap is not limited to women in developing countries. Those in Japan, Singapore, and Taiwan.
Down! Where are the games you really want to see? ESPN Game Plan on pay-per-view. See over 100 college football games, your favorite teams from the best conferences, no matter where you live. ESPN Game Plan.
Catch your favorite college matchups. Call TCI and order the games today.
It takes a revolution to make a solution.
I was looking for a solution in air and noise pollution. Yesterday she came around and said, let's start a revolution. I said, I don't wanna go, I wanna hang around.